So
Right.
nobody really knows what they're getting themselves into
Right.
until they get certified. And then they're seriously like, now what? Now what am
Right.
I mean,
Exactly.
did you have that overwhelming feeling when you first, like, you got your certification, you passed, you're so excited? Did you ever say to yourself, now what? I mean, what happened? What was your thought process back then?
And you talked about um, all of the different things, all of the things that you tried, all of the thousands of dollars you spent on all of these things. And I just remember thinking, wow, I'm really lucky because I'm going to cut all that out. I'm going to spend way less money and get all of the value in the knowledge that you learned from all of those mistakes for like a fraction of the cost.
I actually created the program that I wish had existed when I first got certified, right? Hi, Sandy.
Jessica, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good. Okay, so I was wondering, you've been a part of our program for quite a few months now, and I was hoping your story is very inspirational. Like when we first met over Facebook, I was blown away. So if you could give everybody who watches this video a just some your background and what made you, like, give us your story and what made you decide to become a personal trainer.
Sure, sure. I had struggled with my own weight for many years, and I had tried many different things to deal with that. And I felt like I was a really bad role model for my daughter, and I felt bad about that, and I wanted to do something about it. And I just happened to walk into a gym one day, and they were advertising a weight loss challenge. So I joined the weight loss challenge, and for whatever reason, that particular challenge uh, really worked for me. And I think part of what it was the support in the group. It was a group, and there was a lot of support. There was a Facebook group, and it was just a really great environment for getting healthy and really learning how to love working out. So through that challenge and subsequent challenges, I ended up losing 100
Oh
pounds.
my gosh.
Um, yeah, and believe it or not, that was 10 years ago. So I have maintained that weight loss all of these years. And I strongly believe that the reason why I have been able to do that really goes back to the support and the group setting and really feeling like people had my back. And it really became part of me and my social life and who I am. It wasn't just a diet and an exercise, to lose a few pounds or whatnot. It became who I was. And because of that, and because of the confidence that it gave me, it changed my life in so many ways that I can't even begin to describe. And I really wanted to help other women to do that as well. I wanted to give back. I really became inspired to want to empower other women, and I started thinking about how I could do that. And what came to me was getting my own certification and becoming a personal trainer and starting my own business so that I could share my inspiration and my passion for health and wellness and hopefully help other women or men make some life changes too. So that's my story.
That's beautiful. And I just think that's it's just so inspirational because I mean, to be able to let alone, changing all those habits to be able to lose 100 pounds, but to be able to keep it off for 10 years, that's a challenge in itself. What kind of changes did you make to be able to maintain that? So it wasn't like this crazy diet you were on. How were you able to maintain that for 10 years? I mean, don't give us all the secrets, but I mean, what are your biggest, what's your favorite exercise? I mean, I know, but share what your favorite exercise is and some of the healthy habits that you picked up.
Sure. So as you know, Jessica, my favorite exercise is running. And the reason why I love running is because it all goes back to that first challenge, that first workshop, that first weight loss challenge. There was a running component, and we learned how to run a 5K. And I quickly learned that that was something that helped me lose weight, and it connected me with other people. It was something that I could incorporate into my social life. Like I said, a lot of my success really had to do with the social and the support aspect of it. All of my friends that I have now, or nearly all of my friends, have come from my health and wellness connections that I've made through the years in various gyms in my running club and all that. So that I would have to say that that's my biggest secret, is that I found something that really worked for me, that helped me, and I made sure that I got myself connected with that. I joined a running club. Not only did I join a running club, but I joined the board, so I would be connected, and so that I would continue to make sure to really make sure that I was successful in that. And also, obviously, I love the gym and working out and doing traditional lifting and boot camps and all those kinds of things. That's a big part of why I got my certification, because I love all that.
Yeah. I love that you put yourself on the board, because it's like, even if you didn't want to do it, now you have to do it.
Right. Exactly.
That's great. So, okay, I have a question for you about my coaching program in particular. All right, so you started when we first launched, which was actually right before COVID. None of us knew COVID was going to happen, right?
Right, that was a little bit of a surprise.
Oh yeah, so we do the live training, which you were on Zoom for that, and then we all thought the next week we could just go, and then COVID happened, right?
Right. Yes.
But you've accomplished a lot this year, regardless. Mm-hmm. Would you recommend this coaching program to a brand new trainer, or even somebody who's been certified for a while but hasn't really started yet? And why? Why would you recommend this program?
I would absolutely recommend it. And I think that, yes, to a brand new trainer. I had just gotten my certification just a couple months before I joined the program. I just happened to come across your ad, and absolutely one of the best decisions that I have made regarding my whole, around my decisions to go ahead and have my own business. I think that the not only the content that is offered is invaluable. It's everything from marketing to the legal, the social media stuff, everything from soup to nuts. Everything is laid out perfectly in order. So as a new trainer, I think just because we have a certification and we've been exercising for years, and we know, inside and out how to exercise and how to teach people how to exercise, there's a whole other process that a lot of us didn't even think about. If we want to go into our own business, there's a whole other side of stuff that, like I didn't know anything about. So this was just the perfect program to address everything and to help me just make that leap and do what I need to do to get moving and get going on my business. So
Wow.
absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. What have you learned so far that you think would have been difficult to do on your own? Like if you had to figure it out yourself without any help, no coaching, no other students, nothing, which parts of this program do you think would have been really challenging for you?
Well, I think you will not be surprised by my answer, Jessica. I am not technologically savvy. I get very overwhelmed with anything to do with technology. So Jessica has been invaluable to me regarding all things technical, website design, all of the social media stuff, all of that. I don't think that I could have done all that on my own. So that support and that training and what I've learned has been unbelievable. And, it's really enabled me to get moving, because that's one of the things that really overwhelmed me and was holding me back with even thinking about doing my own business.
Yeah, that's great. I know it can get so overwhelming because I think a
Yeah.
lot of trainers, like you said, they get the certification, but they don't realize what lies ahead, because when you get that, if you're ACE, NASM, whatever, you get that stuff, it comes in the mail, and it's like, oh, that's overwhelming in itself, right?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
ACE only puts a little tiny part about business, and it's in the back of the book. So
Right.
nobody really knows what they're getting themselves into
Right.
until they get certified. And then they're seriously like, now what? Now what am
Right.
I mean, did you,
Exactly.
because we hadn't met when you first got certified, did you have that overwhelming feeling when you first, like, you got your certification, you passed, you're so excited? Did you ever say to yourself, now what? I mean, what happened? What was your thought process back then?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I was studying for months for my certification, and although I knew I had an idea, obviously, that I wanted to be able to inspire people and work with people and help them and that kind of thing. But I got my certification and I was just like, okay, what do I do? Like, I want to have, programs that I can design a way, program to help people. But I didn't know how to do that. And I found myself, kind of thinking, should I, approach gym owners and ask if I can, do this program in their gym? And it was just overwhelming to think of, what to even do. I did feel a little lost. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. One thing I hear all the time from brand new trainers or people that are still studying is they don't feel confident. Like they don't think they know enough. They don't feel confident to start. How do you think this coaching program has helped you with your confidence level to get out there?
It's helped immensely. I absolutely understand what you're saying about not feeling confident, and I think at one point you used the word imposter syndrome.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I could identify with that because it's overwhelming, and yes, the not having the confidence can be unsettling. What really has helped me is having the support of the group of the program and being able to bounce ideas off of each other. And if you're not sure about something, throwing it out there. Everybody has been awesome with providing ideas, giving feedback. Everybody has their own little like niche that they have their own confidence around. So everybody shares that knowledge with everybody. So, because not every trainer knows everything. Everybody has their own thing. So, it's nice to not be alone out in the world trying to figure things out. We have the group and we have each other, and everybody's been incredibly supportive, and it's been nice. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I would have to agree. This group, I mean, everybody is excellent at something different. So, and
Right.
we all have different niche markets. We all have different strengths, and it's like the greatest thing about this is nobody's afraid to share, because in the real world how you don't want somebody to like steal your ideas. You know what I mean? So you're nervous about sharing everything that you do. It doesn't happen in this group. Like
Right. I know.
everybody's like,
Everybody,
this is how
yeah,
I do
somebody comes
it.
up with an idea and everybody does it. Everybody's on board, and everybody will try it. So it's nice.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, I couldn't be happier with the initial crew. I think it's just been amazing. You guys motivate me. Every time I do a coaching call with you guys, I literally can't sleep that night because I'm so excited. Like, and then just more ideas come up.
Yeah.
What would you say about, okay, so a lot of trainers have actually never owned a business, and this is a business. This is not a hobby. It's not you going to work at a gym. That piece of paper is actually a business, right? So whether you're virtual or whatever, it's still a business. What most people don't understand is that businesses cost money. You have to invest. You have to invest in your business. There's no way around that. So how would you tell a brand new trainer that it's worth the investment to get involved in this program, because you're probably going to bang your head against the wall and not get very far, and maybe spend a lot more money and many years trying to figure out everything that's in this program. So what would you
Right.
say about people who are afraid to invest money in their business?
Yeah, yeah, that's a great question. And what comes to mind is, I remember when you did your very first, the workshop you did, the roadmap.
Oh, the live webinar. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you talked about all of the different things, all of the things that you tried, all of the thousands of dollars you spent on all of these things. And I just remember thinking, wow, I'm really lucky because I'm going to cut all that out. I'm going to spend way less money and get all of the value and the knowledge that you learned from all of those mistakes for like a fraction of the cost. So I felt really lucky and fortunate to be able to have that. And yes, we do need to invest some money in our business. That's the way that you're going to draw more customers and more people, and more business. So it's a part of business, and it's absolutely worth it. And it's just something that you need to do.
Great answer. I love that. Yes. Yeah, this is the program. I actually created the program that I wish had existed when I first got certified, right? I'm like, okay, what did I go through? And I don't want anybody to have to go through that, because I almost quit a few times. I really did. It gets difficult, and then you're like, why am I doing this? This is not working.
Right.
All right, just a couple more questions. And what about me personally? And this is hard to hear because I do consider myself pretty humble. I'm not one to take selfies, and I don't like all the attention on me. I don't like people giving me gifts. It's just But I do need to know, me personally, how has it been working with me? As a coach, like, how would you describe that experience?
I have to say that working with you as a coach has been one of the most rewarding things that I have done in a long time. And the reason is because you're all the way in Florida. I'm in Massachusetts. I cannot believe that I have never met you face to face, because you have an ability to really connect with people, and I feel like you have my back, and you are so, like, you really care about whether my business succeeds. This isn't just a job for you. This is a passion. You care. I feel like you're my friend. Like,
We are friends.
so that's all the like nice stuff. And then on top of that, you are like incredibly smart. In just brilliance with
Oh my God.
and I know, right? Just so smart and so knowledgeable. And the fact that you really care, and I feel like you've gone the extra mile. There's been things like legal things that are like way different in Massachusetts than in Florida. And you've really helped me research those. Like, I really feel like you've gone way above and beyond. And it's been an amazing experience working with you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's beautiful. And if I ever have a bad day, I'm just going to replay this.
There you go.
So I appreciate it so much. And I don't.
And it's all true. It's 100% from my heart. That's absolutely how I feel.
Thank you. And I don't think anything happens by accident. So I do believe like we were connected for a reason. You just happened to see that webinar at the right time, and
I know.
right?
I can't imagine what if I had never seen that, where I would be right now with this.
Maybe
so lucky that I just happened across it.
It was definitely supposed to happen that way.
Yeah.
Because imagine getting certified and then COVID happened.
I know. All the gyms closed.
All the gyms closed, and now you'd be certified for a year, right?
With nothing, no experience, and nothing to go off of.
And now you can just, I mean, think about this. You set up your business during the most difficult time ever in history since we've been alive, right?
Yeah.
So the fact that you've been able to adapt is just going to make you that much more successful, because then, I mean, the whole world is going to open up to you. One more question, and that is, okay, once COVID is gone, which is soon, the whole thing's going to end soon and everything's going to go back to normal soon.
Yes.
What are your business goals for 2021? Because I'd like to interview you again in a year and compare interviews and see where you're at. So what are your goals?
So my goals are, I've started my business. I've started to work with some folks. Here I was able to do some things outside through the summer, and in a safe manner. But now in Massachusetts, where things are cold and we're actually getting a huge snowstorm tonight, and there'll be snow all over the place now, I have made the decision to go virtual for now. So for 2021, through the colder months, I'm going to be doing some online workshops and offering online one-on-one personal training. So I'm going to be doing that. Once everything's over, hopefully we can do things in person again. I am going to continue to offer the virtual. I'm going to do a hybrid because I think that, and it was part of your original plan anyways. How
strange is that?
I know, right? So
yeah, that's crazy.
You're cutting edge. You are on the cutting edge. So I'm going to do exactly, the plan that you had laid out from the beginning. I'm going to offer in person, but I'm also going to have that online piece as well for people who can't, or people who are, far away, or people who are, whatever, have to quarantine, whatever. So that's what I plan on doing.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm excited. I can't wait to touch base with you again. after this year when everything opens back up. And of course, we're still going to work together. The coaching doesn't go away. I am extending that like from here on out. So you know that you can always access that. But anyway, thank you so much, Sandy, for sharing. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do. And I love that you're set up, you're ready to go for this new year. And I know it's going to be so successful for you. So thank you. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate it.
Thanks. Absolutely.